What's up, guys? Welcome to Real Beats. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually grind. If you guys haven't subbed already or turn post notifications on, make sure you do so because it does help the channel out a lot. Let's hop right into it. So with this method, I'm going to show y'all basically what you want to achieve is to be able to make 5 beats a day. Not actually every day, but just when you're not inspired. So the point of this, all of this that you're going to do is really to learn how to make beats when you're not inspired. So think about like when you go to the gym or something. You can't only go to the gym when you're inspired, because then you only go like 3 or 4 times a month. You have to learn to do it consistently, right? So this is what this whole method is going to do. So you only want to spend about 10 to 15 minutes on each beat. All right, and then you can come back and I'm gonna go over details, and I have a download in the description for you with like a text guide so that you can see everything in detail. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's go ahead and start on the chords. Okay, so let's grab in a scale real quick so we can just start, and I'm just default to my F sharp minor. Now real quick, with these red ones, okay, this is all that you need. This is the requirements. This is only use these amount of instruments. So 808, kick, clap, snare, and a hi-hat only, okay, and 2 VSTs. That's it. That's all you use for the first session. So when you come back to the beat, I have other stuff here. Only add 1 plugin. I have arcade here, and only add 2 perks or sound effects or whatever you want to put in there. Okay, this is important. You don't want to get too carried away adding sounds. You want to keep it simple so that you can keep it moving. All right, so with your VSTs, I'll just show y'all my sounds real quick. I got an ARP and I have a bell. Yeah, a bell. Now only 2 VSTs. Whatever VST you load, don't change it or replace it. So if you load a trash VST, oh well, use it. All right, this is going to help your sound selection a lot. All right, because you're being limited, so you kind of have to force yourself to learn how to put the sounds together. Okay, so let's go in here and get to making, actually probably want to use the bell instead of the ARP. All right, so we're going to use chord format. What chord format is basically using a larger grid. So beat or 1/2 a beat. And this is to get rid of all that small little, all those small little notes. We want the big picture, we want to keep it simple. All right, so I would say even go bar, but that's, too much. So a beat or 1/2 a beat. Let's just do 1/2 a beat. All right, and you want to just make your chords like that. You don't want to put no top melodies or nothing. So let's go ahead and do this. We can kind of. All right, and then real quick for the chords, because I probably need to explain this. To make a chord, you see the white notes in the background, you skip every other note within that scale. So I put this as my root, right? Well, it is the root, and you skip every other note. So skip this one, right? And then from here, you just add tones. So a tone would be like, and then what you could do with this is transpose it, pull it, and let's transpose it, and you could transpose the A just to create some different sounds. And that's pretty much what you're going to see me doing here. So I'm going to just fast forward through this. Well, not fast forward, but just, hurry up and do this. So. Copy it over. Now we can pull it over here and let's play it all together. All right. All right, simple as that. So with this chord format, I know you're going to be tempted to probably on the first or second beat that you make, you're going to be tempted to come in here and, add a whole bunch of crazy notes. Don't do that. keep it like this. If you want to add something, then just keep it simple, right? Just stay on this little grid, right? This is to train you to your decision making when making the melodies and stuff, okay? So let's go ahead and go to the next part, and we're going to start on our drums. All right, so we got our chords done. Now, if you want to go in and add those large notes to kind of build your melody, go ahead. But on your second session, what you would do is load up one other VST and use that VST for building your melody, okay? So right now what we're gonna do is our 808. Now, if you're on your third beat, you already did, you know, maybe you were a little bit inspired on your first and second beat. Now you're probably kind of burnt out now, you don't know what to do. This is perfect. If you really don't know what to do with the drums, all you need is your chords and your 808. That's all you need. Just make a melody. That's the point of this, is just to make a melody. Drums is just to increase your mental library of patterns. So let's go ahead with this 808. And let's just go in here and let me actually look at my chords real quick, see what we're working with. Copy that. Simple as that. All right. This is all to increase your workflow. And go up. Now we're just going to cut it up. And let's change that grid back to all right, so here's our whole entire 808 pattern. Okay, simple as that. And this is pretty much all you need here. You can really stop and move to the next beat if you really want to. But let's go ahead and do this kick and these hi-hats and everything, okay? All right, so now we're gonna do our drums. And the point with this, now we're limited on sounds. Now the point with this is to increase your mental library of patterns that you know. How do you do this? Never use the same pattern, never use the same hi-hat pattern. Claps is different because, you know, you need a clap in this spot, right? But kicks, you know, all this, don't use the same pattern. So what I mean by that is, on this beat, if you have a pattern like this, right? On your next beat, don't make a pattern like this. Try to do something different every single beat. And if you do this for a week, right, and you use different patterns, you're gonna know so many different patterns. You're probably not even gonna know where to start. All right, so that's the point of this. All right, but you don't need to do a lot on the drums if you don't want to. So we're just gonna go in and put these claps here, and let's go here, down here. Okay, let's go into these hi-hats. And this can be really simple if you want it to be. Again, we got to change that grid back. Probably need to bump that kick up too. Zoom in, go ahead and do these these hi-hats. Pull these down, pull them over a bit. Then we can Alt U to chop it. And you can pick your chop. I'm gonna do something like this, and then let's pull this up, and we're gonna right click and hold and just drag it up like that. Maybe even drag it. Okay, now let's keep going on this side. Actually, let's just copy this over to save time. All right, and all this is to increase your workflow as well. So take that one out. Do a hi-hat roll there. And just do something like that. And then all right, so now this should be the beat. All done. All our drums are here. So here's the entire beat. I'll just play with the melody here. Well, actually. All right, so this would be your first session, right? So now you would exit, save it, exit, move to the next beat. So you see, I did this probably, I'm not sure, but maybe within like 9 to 11 minutes. All right, so the requirement is 10 to 15 minutes. Now I did this while explaining every part. So you should be able to do this just flat out making the beat. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and do like the second session, right? So if you were to add something else or some perks, okay? Okay, so with this part, I say second session, but really I just mean, you know, you could take a break, or you can also do all of this in one if you want to. So I have arcade just to save time. But if you sample, you could drag in a sample and try to work on that, you know, mixing the VST, you know, VST sounds with samples. So you can work on that. But if you just want to do melodies, you can pull in any other VST. Same rules apply. Don't change it. Don't change anything. Don't replace it. Just add the VST. Add 2 perks. I prefer perks because you can use them. They're versatile. You can use them however. But if you want to put like a Vox or anything in there, go ahead. But this is just adding extra. You don't need this. The red is the only thing that you need, and you can keep it moving, go to the next beat. All right, so let's just do these perks because it should be easy. So let's just play it. Let's go in here, see what we could do. Wait. Okay, so now let's go on arcade real quick. Now, again, like I said, these aren't necessarily needed. It's just extra if you want to. So we have to change. I went ahead and picked this little new drip presets they have. All right, I just picked the first one. So we have to adjust the key, go to minor, F sharp. Okay, and then let's go in here and just try to find something simple. All right. Go on the piano roll. Let's just try to find something that just goes with the beat. And let's. And I'm gonna actually just mute a few sounds. Actually, do this. Ooh, I like that one. Let me see. Let's put this like change this grid real quick so it's easier to look at. Let me see, does this go? I'm just keep it simple for now, just so we get the video, you know, get the point across. So I think this should be good. Just play it all together. I'll just play the melody, I guess. And we did absolutely no mixing to this as well, so. All right, so that's it. So you can also go in and mix, but I have the guides for that as well. You don't want to add, if you want to put an effect on, go ahead, but that's going to kind of mess up your sound selection because you want to pick sounds that sound good already. That's the point. All right, but that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully this was helpful. Make sure you guys download that guide at the bottom because it will be extremely helpful. All right, but that's it for this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.